What's up guys, today I explain you, Naruto's power scaling broke the anime and ruined its underdog hero. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe this channel. Now have fun with the video. Naruto is one of the most popular shonen in history, with a long legacy of popularizing the underdog trope within the genre, as Naruto Uzumaki became one of the most well-known underdog characters in anime. But throughout Naruto Shippuden, the titular hero became the strongest shinobi in the series and cemented his legacy as anything but an underdog, all thanks to power scaling. Unlike other shonen, Naruto's focus between the original and sequel series shifted from telling the story of an underdog protagonist with a demon fox to the strongest shinobi in history thanks to the Nine Tails' overpowered strength and his unrivaled willpower. Make no mistake, the Naruto in the original shonen is the same character who appears in Shippuden, but the sequel series removed his status as an underdog quite early. Power scaling can be broken down into one of two camps, comparing characters' strength and scaling an individual character's power through the narrative. In Naruto's case, he was originally touted as the underdog of the series who won his battles thanks to the Nine Tails chakra with strength of will and an unrivaled nindo. While Naruto had his fair share of wins thanks to Kurama's power in the original series, he ultimately was written as an underdog protagonist who had to face some of the strongest opponents in the franchise with a focus on his will of fire and gutsy attitude as opposed to his overpowered nature as the Nine Tails Jinchuriki. Kurama's chakra saved Naruto on countless occasions, but his power was used as a last result or to showcase the dire circumstances of a given fight in the same vein as practically all other early shonen. Within the context of the narrative, the Nine Tails chakra was a power-up for Naruto to utilize within specific story moments such as a life or death battle, becoming engaged due to an ally being injured, or to even showcase his overall strength. But Kurama was initially written to be antagonistic towards Naruto, which created a cost in order to utilize his ultimate potential. However, as Naruto Shippuden progressed, Naruto's status as an underdog slowly vanished as he unlocked more of Kurama's chakra and became a stronger shinobi in general. In most normal shonen circumstances surrounding an underdog, while their victory may be certain from a story perspective, there still needs to be stakes and conflict that casts uncertainty over a given fight's outcome. But in Naruto's case, specifically, his power scaling rose in lockstep with the faster-paced nature of Shippuden's story, excluding the filler. Of course, Naruto had to get stronger through constant victories. That's the whole shonen formula. But how Naruto progressed is the ultimate problem of his character compared to how he was showcased in the original shonen. By the end of Shippuden, Naruto became a living god on par with the strength of Ten Tails, Madara Uchiha, or even Kagayo Otsutsuki. Naruto may or may not have lost his underdog status by the start of the war arc, but by its end, the only other character who could challenge Naruto's power was Sasuke Uchiha, as the two stood as the strongest shinobi in the world. In history, Naruto becoming the strongest was the entire point of the series. And that's not the issue. It's how Naruto's original characterization was showcased as an underdog in the original Naruto series, and the only clear moment in the franchise to pinpoint his coming-of-age moment was during the Pain Assault arc, where he successfully defeated Pain and protected Konoha. By that point in the series, Naruto had truly outgrown his status as an underdog, all thanks to how Kurama's chakra was scaled to absurd levels compared to the rest of the Jinchuriki, to the point where even Pain expressed his surprise at the overwhelming amount of chakra that the Nine Tails possessed. From the overpowered nature of dojutsu to the focus on how overwhelmingly strong Kurama was compared to his counterparts, the power creep of Naruto ultimately ruined the intimate nature of shinobi fights that the original Naruto became famous for, as by the time of the war arc, tactics and strategy hardly mattered in favor of bombastic and overpowered jutsu that could level entire mountains to ash or summon giant chakra avatars like the Susanoo. To say the scaling of Naruto got out of hand is the understatement of the shonen. The complex nature of fights was replaced with visually stunning battles of raw spectacle, and there are certainly pros and cons to both for the overall narrative of the story, as neither is inherently mutually exclusive. But in Shippuden's case, they might as well be, since the overall importance of a shinobi power culminated in their legendary bloodline, dojutsu, or otherwise broken Kekkei Genkai. Retconning in dojutsu became the name of the game in the war arc, with a hyper-focus on the importance of the Sharingan and Rinnegan compared to the strength of an individual shinobi. The war arc's problems can be summarized by how powerful the villains became, as the heroes would eventually need to match and surpass the antagonists in order to win and for the story to have a happy ending. That's how most stories work, after all, and in Naruto's case, Madara Uchiha, the Ten Tails, and Kagaya Otsutsuki set the bar impossibly high for Team 7 to achieve without receiving godly buffs out of nowhere. Because of the villains, Team 7 had to become the strongest heroes of the allied shinobi forces, and that's not a surprise considering they were always the main characters of Naruto, but each one of them became leagues stronger than the rest of the supporting cast, to the point that they had the strength of entire armies, and Naruto can hardly be considered an underdog hero at that point. Thanks to the Sage of Six Paths himself, Naruto and Sasuke reached their peaks as shinobi without any work, being given godlike powers to face off and defeat the strongest characters in Naruto up to that point. Even Kakashi had received a power-up out of left field that almost broke the rules of the story, with Obito Uchiha literally coming back to life to give his teammate a power-up in the 11th hour to help win the battle. Against Kagaya, Shippuden may have broken the overall scaling of Naruto, but the war arc exacerbated the problems tenfold.